Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is gonna be my first video, and I actually have no idea what I'm doing, but I just decided to turn the camera on and to yap because I feel like yapping. I think primarily I'm gonna treat this as sort of like a digital diary where I probably will overshare, but also I want to talk about films a lot. As you can see, I really like movies from my background, um, particularly romance movies. I love romance movies. That's probably like my favorite genre of movie ever is romance. Because I've never experienced romance, I read books about romance. I watch movies about romance. I like listen to love songs. My favorite things to do are like think about romance, watch movies related to do with romance, read books about romance. I'm like obsessed. It's an obsession. And I think that is because I've never experienced that before in my life. So it's nice to watch. It's nice to watch and it's nice to look at and see and it's nice to read about. It like takes me, I don't know, like it like shows me something that I've never experienced and then it makes me want to experience it more. And so I just spend all day thinking about love and romance. And I think that's partly why I haven't been in a relationship because I feel like I think that love is like in the movies. And I think it partly is, but also a lot of it is kind of unrealistic. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah, I think a lot of it is sort of unrealistic, so it will never happen exactly like I think it will happen, which is why I'm not in a relationship because nothing is ever gonna match up to how I see romance, which is in movies and books, etc. So yeah, I've been kind of thinking about that and yeah, I don't know if it's something that I need to change, but I think I do obsess over romance a little too much. And I don't know if this is relatable to anyone else or if I just sound insane. I'm also I'm 22 years old. I've never had like a boyfriend or anything. But it's not like no one has shown me romantic interest. Like obviously I've had romantic interest from people, but I've never been in a relationship. And why is that? Partly because I am very picky, and maybe my obsession with like romantic movies has to do with that. But I have my standards aren't that high, but I have high-ish standards that I feel like maybe have prevented me from being in a relationship, but I also just don't want to be in a relationship with just any random person off the street. Yeah, they have to meet my standards and surpass them for me to actually want to be in a relationship with someone. And then I also think that in a weird way, I've kind of gotten used to this is gonna sound weird. I've gotten used to like yearning and thinking about love so much that I feel like if I get like close to sort of like being in love or like liking someone enough, it'll probably like scare me away. I think I'm just comfortable. I'm comfortable in not being in love, but like thinking about being in love and yearning for someone. I'm just in that space because I've literally been doing that pretty much my whole life, that it's like comfortable to me. And it's not that I enjoy it, but it's like a familiar feeling. So I don't know. I think that's also partly why I'm still single. Because, you know, when people say, oh, I can't imagine you in a relationship, I sort of get that because can I imagine myself in a relationship? I've been so like independent and alone. I don't want to say alone. I've been so independent my whole life that I feel like I don't need another person, but it's also something that I think about all the time that I like borderline obsess over. So it's a weird, I don't know, it's just like a weird, I don't want to say dichotomy. It's just it's just a weird dichotomy. No, it's just like a weird thing. Um, because I've never, yeah, it's like I yearn for it, but also I really enjoy my solitude and being alone. I'm a very independent person, so I can do stuff alone. I prefer to do things with, it depends what I'm doing, but like I can be by myself and I enjoy being by myself. Um, and it's something that I do all the time because I was gonna say something really depressing, but I won't. I'm just by myself all the time and I enjoy being by myself. But it would be really nice if I had a partner to do things with. But I also think that I've just gotten so used to being by myself that I don't know, I feel like I don't think I'd get suffocated by another person, but I don't want to be around another person 24/7 all the time. But maybe if I'm in love, it'll be different. But I don't know, that's just my thought process. And then, ooh, this is a good segue into a movie that I like. It's called Rebels of the Neon God. Uh, I was gonna check if I have a poster of it behind me, but I don't. But I have a poster of it in my room. It's called Rebels of the Neon God. It's the like one of my favorite movies ever because it depicts loneliness so well. Probably the best that I've ever seen in any movie. And the person who directed it, Simon Liang, he's one of my favorite directors ever because his movies are so cinematic. Does that even make sense? His movies are so cinematic. His movies are so, they're just really beautiful to watch, and they usually never have a lot of dialogue. So everything is like unspoken. Like you don't you don't know how a character's feeling because they like tell you, or I don't know, it's just really beautiful that even though there's minimal dialogue, those are the kind of movies that hit me the hardest. Um, and yeah, it's a really, really good movie about how the main character, he's sort of, he feels like outside of everything. Like the main character sort of feels like he's watching life behind, like behind a fence or like, yeah, like behind a glass wall, behind a window. It feels, yeah, he feels like so detached from everyone else. He's always by himself. He's like never with anyone. This sounds really depressing. That's not me. I do have friends, but it feels like he's watching other people form connections. He's watching other people fall in love. He's experiencing all of this emotional connection by watching it, but he's not actually experiencing it firsthand. And that's how I feel sometimes, especially with romantic love, because I don't know, I feel like it comes naturally to everyone else but me. Like, I'm the most awkward person. Even, I guess, social interaction in general and connecting with people comes way more naturally to everyone but me. Um, but romantic love, especially, like, if I struggle to make friends, how am I gonna fall in love? Like, it just seems like an impossible task. It feels impossible. So, yes, I don't know what my point was. I was talking about Rebels of the Neon God. Yeah, it feels he's just so me. Like, yeah. Like I'm watching other people form connections and fall in love, whatever, but it like never happens to me, you know? And it's not like I'm not like sad about it. I'm not sad about it. I'm just like, I don't know, slightly I'm not, yeah, I'm not sad that I've never had a boyfriend and that it's gonna be really difficult for me to find a boyfriend. I think honestly that makes it more romantic. Can you tell that I romanticize my sadness and loneliness? But I generally think it does make it more romantic because when I meet someone that's like perfect for me, it's gonna be like a one, like my soulmate. Because I'll be real, like I can't connect with people easily. Like no one really connects with me easily. So when I meet someone that actually connects with me, it's like rare. But I feel like with most people it's sort of not rare to have a connection with someone. But also I think I'm delusional because I think everyone that I get along with, I have a connection with, and they don't think they have a connection with me because that's just basic to them. Like that's just basic human interaction to them. But for me, I can't even get to that basic level with people. So I think it's something more than it's not. That's actually happened to me a few times. I think that's happened to me a lot now that I'm thinking about it. Mm, I don't know. Wait, okay, that was kind of a revelation that I didn't want to have because now it just makes everything more sad. Mm. Well, anyway, I still think I still think that at some point I will, like obviously I'll fall in love one day. Uh but I think realistically I'll probably only fall in love with one person my entire life. Like the person that I fall in love with will be the only person because there's no way. If it happens once to me, what are the chances it's going to happen again? Is that sad to say? I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm very not likable, like personality wise. Like, I feel like not to be like, oh, I'm so different, which I don't think I am at all, but I'm just very shy and reserved. And so coming out of my shell is really hard and it's not easy for me. So if someone really, really likes me, they have to like pursue me for a while for me to finally come out of my shell. It's been most of my friendships because most of my friends are super extroverted and bubbly, and they did like try a lot to be my friend before we actually like became friends and I was comfortable around them. So I think that's the same thing that a partner has to do. But I don't know if anyone really has the patience to do that because no one has had the patience so far. So we'll see. Um, yeah. What was the point of this video? The point was I was trying to talk about, was I talking about yearning or just me never being in a relationship? I don't know. I think I'm secure enough with myself that I don't want to change who I am, but also I feel like I do need to change a little bit so I can up my chances. Um, Otherwise I am actually going to be alone forever, but I'm super secure within myself that I like my personality a lot and I like the way that I am when I'm by myself. But when I'm around other people, that's when I really hate my personality because it feels like my personality just wasn't made for other people. For Yeah, my personality wasn't made to interact with other people. It was just made for me to be by myself. Does that make sense? Like the way that I am, I think part of my strengths, like how I would say I'm pretty introspective, but because I'm so introspective, I think I'm introspective because I'm not because I'm shy, but I'm introspective because I'm in my own head a lot, but I'm shy and like socially anxious because I'm in my own head a lot. So it's a double-edged sword sort of deal. But I still like the way I am, and I don't want to, I don't want to dim my sparkle, even though I don't really have a sparkle, but I have an inner sparkle. I don't want to dim my inner sparkle, um, so that I'm well liked by other people. I enjoy being who I am. At some point, there is someone that's gonna like me for me, but at this time, it hasn't happened yet. We'll see. Damn, this video is gonna be so awful. I really have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna end it now. To end, I want to say that even if you're 22 and you've never been in love, don't give up, because I'm 22 and I've never been in love and I'm not giving up. To be fair, 22 is really young. Like, I should not be worried about this at all, but it feels when everyone else is so much is like ahead of you, then you start to doubt yourself a little bit. But 22 really isn't that. It's normal. Um, I really want to rewatch La La Land. I think I'm gonna rewatch La La Land tonight. So, in conclusion, welcome to the channel. This is gonna be a really bad video because it's my first video, so please don't be harsh. Bye.